searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah,
appreciate all that is vacant. It's just for the taking. If you make up your mind, you can take it. I'm never complacent. I would work in a mansion or basement. Yeah, there's no replacement for persistence. It's a patience. Yeah, in this life, I wanna be soaring, to feel sun inside when it's pouring, and I'll fight till anxiety is foreign. I'm so sick of my mind's extortion.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great.
Okay, so what's up, y'all? Mr.Shadno here. Sorry for a super late stream. I would have been around an hour ago, but I was busy making a video for Sunday. That's what happens when it comes to uploading videos and stuff. You got to make the time to do that. Anyway, so obviously, as y'all can see, I have the game. I have Marvel Cosmic Invasion. I have the game. This is the newest beat 'em up game out there since Power Rangers. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Read or Rewind. Now, a lot of people didn't like that version. I did because it's one of my favorite category of video games. Beat 'em up games has always been my favorite game. And when I play with friends, my whole point is I try to go for high score. That's just me. Always been like that. That's number one. Number two. Now, there is something that I want to discuss. And this is regarding to somebody I used to react to a video before. So I can literally, before I start playing the game, I can literally spend a whole hour reacting to this video, regarding to this video, because it was one of my streams that I reacted to. My face will be showing, just in case I will if I do this reacting. But my this guy go by the name Tony Seno. Make sure I pronounce it right. Let me see. Yeah, Tony Seno. So I already reacted to Tony Seno's video regarding to he saying what did he say? that Griffiths is ruining video games. And then he said Go send his goons after him. So like, who he talking about goons? If you talk referring to goons, I don't know who, because I don't even follow Go, but I do watch some of his clips on here on YouTube. That's the fact. So I never followed Go. And even if I did, it just shows support. When there are people out here that say this or say that's about certain people or whatever. I find it hilarious, but at the same time, I guess it's all got something to do with everybody have entitled to certain video games or the gaming industry. So there's that. I shouldn't have to react to Tony Shadno again because he has a whole hour video reacting to what Go said about whatchamacallit and everything. And I'm like, that's messed up. But before I get into this reaction part, let me play this Marvel Cosmic Invasion game. I want to see who all unlock first. So let's see. Let me mute the sound. We end this sucker. Boot this sucker up. I thought it was a big file game. This sucker isn't even in 1 gigabyte yet. Still in the megabytes. It was so small. I'm like, not bad. Not bad at all. All right. So let me see the intro to the game. Okay. Here we go. I was curious if they was gonna put DLC in the game. We got Captain America, Spider-Man, Venom, Wolverine, Thor, I don't know who that is. I forgot his name. Civil Servant. Not Thor, but that's another person. Rocky Raccoon. She-Hulk. Black Panther. Ghost Rider, Iron Man. It's funny that I'm saying all the characters' names, Phoenix, and not the villains. The game is up, but I gotta finish that complete. You got campaign or arcade. You're gonna play the campaign. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
How can a guy have a spaceship, brand new Nova Force powers, but can't hold on a job?
Attention, Richard Rider. It is critical that you pay attention at this time. Training simulation starts now.
Let's go, World Mind!
Isn't that Nova?
Double tap left or right to sprint in that direction.
Okay.
Press the attack button multiple times to combine your attacks. When getting hit, fight back to recover part of your health points. If your hero is able to fly, double tap the jump button to take flight. Press jump again to cease flying. Press the power button to use your hero's unique ability.
Photon charges are low.
Oh, wow.
Tap the swap button to change heroes.
Is that the female Nova?
Swap to break an enemy's hold or chain impressive combinations. Hold the swap button and tap any other action buttons to summon your teammate for an assist attack. Press and release the special attack button to perform your special move.
Need to charge up. Nova Force!
Beware, this consumes focus. Regain focus by fighting your foe. Join forces with your teammate by holding both the swap and special button.
Centurion Blast!
Okay.
Press the defense button to block or dodge. Blocking heroes can parry if they block before an adversary strikes them.
Okay, so here's all the characters that's unlocked. Got Nova. What's that girl? What was that female? Dr. Ray Bill. So he's like Thor. I don't see her. So you got Cap, Nova, Thorn, Black Panther, Ghost Rider. I see Ghost Rider. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Iron Man. You got Wolverine. That's my guy right there. Rocket Raccoon. She-Hulk. They just got the better looking version of She-Hulk, I guess. I don't know. Then you got Spider-Man. And what's it called? Alright, so what are the challenges? Hit 3 enemies with a swing, the web swing kick using Spider-Man. Defeat 10 enemies using Nova and avoid taking damage by I'm gonna go ahead and try. Gonna get Spider-Man and Nova.
Accessing total Nova Force.
Alright,
A mighty evil is waging war across the cosmos. Annihilus has emerged from the depths of the negative zone to claim the entire universe as his own. Chaos and destruction reign. Now his sights fall onto Earth itself.
as I always do. There's always somebody always coming over Earth messing with shit.
Perfect cover for a bank job.
Slow down, pal. Don't need the old spider sense to figure out there's trouble downtown.
Watch out, these bugs have been sent by Annihilus himself.
Oh, okay.
Sit this one out. A bit of webbing should slow down any bad guy. papers today, huh?
And use that move.
Stay down. Blue blazes. Rocket punch. Should use my counterattack against the shield bugs.
Back up. Energy beam. Oh, they gotta move.
Hey, come on! There's enough dough to go around for everyone!
Nova B. The photon charges are low. Charged up. Photon blast.
Get over here!
Okay, I see how this is.
I gotta get away from these freaks! Why are they chasing Beetle? They want the name of his tailor?
The troopers think he's one of them, betraying the hive mind.
Oh no. Beetle's a crook. We have to help him.
Nova B. Nova Force. Let's team up, Webhead. Blue blazes.
I gotta set the VCR for MJ's big show tonight. Sweet. Oh, come on. You can have my share of the loot.
No! Don't! Please! Life threatens.
All will fall for Annihilus.
God blast.
Life threatens.
Never thought I'd miss that sparkling beetle repartee.
He's under Annihilus's control. Fate wars to death.
Not
Okay.
The Nova Corps stands.
Level up. Okay. I can get used to that. All right. So fine. I wasn't trying to do the challenges. I would have done something else.
change my costume.
All right, before I go any further, let me get into this reaction part, man. I gotta react to this. So give me a second. All right, so here we go. Now, if y'all see this guy on the screen, if y'all saw this screen before, I react to one of his old videos. So let me go show you the video I'm talking about that I reacted to. Starting to this guy. Okay. The video that I reacted of his goes right here. This one. This was the one I reacted to. It was a 10-minute video. Okay. And then I saw another person that reacted to this video of his. What's his name? He goes by the name I'm gonna find him. Let me find him real quick. He goes by the name of Hypnotic. Where's you at? I know you're around, my guy. Oh, there you go. He goes by this guy. Now, Hypnotic is somebody I also sub to, like, cause when it comes to certain people I sub to up on here on YouTube, regarding to the gaming industry, games, how people talk about they like the news people to me. Okay, I don't gotta listen to them, but they like news to me, so therefore I hear what's going on. So when I see games and they say their opinions, but when I see games like women with a chin that look like a dude and it's not, and it's hideous and it's not attractive and all that crap. But Hypnotic, on the other hand, he's a VTuber because he's not going to really expose himself. He reacted to Tony Shadno video. So Tony responded in an hour long, but very involved with hours ago. So I'm going to be pausing every now and then regarding to Tony Shadno's video that he posted up like an hour ago. Let me go ahead back to him real quick so I can stop wasting time. I don't have Battlefield 6. Good. Come on, man. I ain't got all day. Oh, my bad. My bad. My bad. I forgot. I got to unmute something. My bad. Now y'all can hear. Let's just restart that all over again.
Gold himself didn't even disagree with me that much. But let's watch it together and address some points he made. Asmongold reacted to.
Now, I am going to address some points to what I think regarding to this reaction. This is going to long one, so get comfortable, guys. Get comfortable.
My video calling out grifters for ruining gaming. And now that his fan base has found my video, it's going pretty much exactly how you think it would. Yeah, safe to say I made some people unhappy. But the funniest part about all of this, Asmongold himself didn't even disagree with me that much. But let's watch it together and address some points he made. Let me warn you now though, you're about to witness one of the most egregious cases of goalpost shifting.
Grifters are ruining gaming.
Yep. Have you ever been so excited for an upcoming brand new video game just to be disappointed and let down again when it turns out the main character is a woman?
Yeah.
Shocker.
Because anybody that's changing the gender of the character doesn't give a fuck about the game. Absolutely.
What?
Now, Asugo said, yeah, you got a problem with that because if you change the gender of the main character, you must don't even give a damn about the game. I'm going to say this. It depends. Okay? It depends. When I mean it depends, I'm literally talking about Ghost of Yotei. Okay? Ghost of Yotei made his money back of how much they spent on making the game for Ghost of Yotei. They did the exact same amount they spent on making Ghost of Tsushima. Okay? I already know about that. So, shout out to that. However, I'm not playing that game. It's because of, I'm here saying I don't have a problem with female antagonists. Which I don't. But if you're gonna have a female antagonist, she gotta be attractive. She gotta be, besides her being a badass, she gotta be attractive. Yeah, when I found out the main antagonist character is Erika Ishii, I'm like, let me look her up. I'm like, and I saw that video and then she waving fast, talk about her rape or do something toward the cops. And she just, and then she posted up a tweet or what said that my wife is and I are with Antifa. I'm like, and I looked that up, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. So I'm like, I'm not going to support that. This ain't about, S, Y, Z. This is about, I'm not supporting that game because of what she supports. I'm not a big fan of that. Okay. So when I say female antagonist, she got to be attractive. Body got to be talking. She could be a badass and everything. Okay. Amazema, Nier Automata, Stellar Blade, old Tomb Raider game. If you read the manga for Metroid, where you saw how Samus Aran looked like. The list carries on. I can think of a lot of darn games. The list carries on. Heck, even Blaze from Street of Rage looked really attractive, especially in part 2. The list carries on, and she looked more attractive in Street of Rage 4. There's a list going on. If you're going to make a female antagonist, you got to be attractive. If this is what y'all want to see, have at it. On y'all. Back to the video.
What game are you talking about?
Nope, it's not normal to want to change the character.
Grifters are. What is bro on about?
Okay, so it's not normal when you change the character because first you made a male character of a franchise, and then the next game now you're playing with a female character. There's a lot of games that he be talking about, but I'm pretty sure the number one top of the head is Ghost of Yotei. I'm pretty sure it's that. Because to me, I was like, oh, okay, they got a sequel. Yeah, we get another sequel. Yeah, oh, you playing with a female antagonist. Oh, hey, cool. Oh, it's Erika Ishii. Never mind. Well, you should like my game.
Shut up, bitch!
Oh, I'm saying it's dumb to write a game off just for having a woman main character. And you're saying if they're changing the gender, they don't care about the game. What game are you talking about, bro? If you mean something like Ghost of Yotei, which I know you weren't happy about at first, here's my thing about that. Totally valid to be disappointed that we didn't get Jin Sakai again. A little weird to be disappointed just at the fact that it's a woman. Call me too woke, I think that's silly as hell. Continue though. Grifters are complete. ruining gaming.
Yep.
And that might sound dramatic or like I'm giving them too much credit, but they legit actually have enough dumbasses listening to the words they're saying to the point where it actually has a detrimental effect on gaming. But let's take a step back real quick.
So he crying because it works.
Here we go.
You crying because it works.
Okay, bro.
Well, hey, thanks. I appreciate it. That's great.
Go
Absolutely. Yeah, I know it works. And the thing is that every single time that I see this, this makes me feel good.
Tell me why.
This is somebody even that disagrees with me that got to admit that, damn, they're making some change.
Whoa! Let me stop you right there. I'm talking about the effect grifters have on gaming discourse, not the actual development process of the game. And I'm not gonna lie, it's clearly not working. What have you guys changed in gaming? If y'all are making such a difference, why are all these games that you consider woke slop, why do they keep coming out? Could it just be that some are for you and some aren't, and that's okay? Let's say I have lunch at a park.
Some are for you and some are not, and that's okay. Tony. I don't know how long you've been living on a rock or something, but let's just go back memory lane. Okay, let's go back to regular Nintendo, then Sega Genesis or Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64, Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast, PS2, Nintendo GameCube, the original Xbox, Xbox 360, PS3, Nintendo Wii, Nintendo Wii U. I said PS3. Then Xbox One, at PS4, and that's as far as I gotta say, right? Some are for you, and some are not. All the game consoles I just named from, I would say from my timeline, all the way up to now. I've been playing video games since I was at least 2 or 3. I would say at least 4 or 5 years old. Okay, that name one game that has something to do with how you say wokeism or making female characters ugly from the past. None of that happened, right? Right? We talking about, and you said some are for you and some are not for you. The ones are not for us are the ones are failing, and not only that, by them making a bad game is the reason why some many layoffs. Okay, we don't need none of these types of games. We don't need that into our game. Okay, we didn't ask for that. All they gotta do is look at past of many games that sold so many copies that many people like to play. All you gotta do is look into the past for these game developers and these game companies. All they gotta do, and they will know what they want. Every male dominant that plays video games don't want ideology, BS, slop, or whatever you want to call it into their games. The second they see it, they're gonna they want their money back or they break the game. Don't even get me started in everything, because that's not. I bought a couple of games that I didn't even know. I was playing Blindside 2, Gotham Knights, Outriders. That's about as far as I can say. I ain't got anything else that I don't know about that. When it comes to slop, it's slop. Okay? The second, like I said, I see stuff in everything. I do my research. They may be my news, I'm doing my research. Well, I think about it. So if I'm buying a game, I'm gonna make sure, question card. If it's gonna be ideology stuff inside the game, yeah, I'm not buying it. I didn't start the trend said vote with your wallet. I agree with the trend though. I didn't start with that. So when they said it's gamers' fault is why we don't buy the game. Hey. Y'all have the power to make the game. That's what y'all put in there. Yeah, we have the power to not buy it. You see how common sense works? If you don't like that, back to the video.
Every day, a beautiful, quiet park. Let's say one day you gather all your friends and you come to the park where I eat at every day. You and your friends start protesting that you should be able to poop anywhere you want in the park. You think you should be able to just let your pants down and rip it, bro, wherever in the park. Even if you get 30, 40, 100 people in the park chanting for your cause, all you're doing is making noise and making the park harder to enjoy for everyone else. Even if you make enough noise that I have to acknowledge you because I care about my park, it doesn't mean you actually changed anything.
I'm saving gaming. You're welcome. You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah.
I do this for free.
Bro does not do this for free. Some of you might not even know what the hell I'm talking about.
Right.
To understand how we got to where we are in gaming, we first need to understand what a grifter is. The definition of grifter that I like the most is petty swindler. Yep. And I can't lie, I can't think of a better description. Because that's what these little trolls do, bro. They just fucking they create issues out of literally thin air, Houdini, and then they convince you that you should be mad about said made-up issue.
Well, aren't you doing that too?
Saw that one coming. Well, aren't you doing it too? No. A grifter doesn't necessarily believe what they're saying. They're playing off of others' emotions or lack of education for profit. I'm not doing that. I provide examples to the pointless conversations being held and how they contribute to a worse gaming discourse overall, but we'll get to it in a minute.
I think that grifters.
There are some people that actually word grifting. Atreus said he is a grifter, so he admits it. There's a lot of other people that does that to raid bait you to do certain things and all that stuff. So that's one of the things I gotta say about that. And the only thing I can top it off, go further and beyond about the rage baiting or grifting and all that stuff. If you're doing it for money, I guess. You're gonna say certain stuff that's gonna upset people. And then they will call you a shield for that. You know what? I'm not even in one of those categories because I'm doing YouTube, Kick, for the heck of it, because I find fun streaming. That's it. Okay? That's it. That's me. Move it on.
Is one of those words that that's used, overused massively.
Yep, it is. But yeah.
Basically, what this person is saying is that, like, and also here's another thing. So I can approach the accusation.
Okay, pause right there. I already see the play. He's gonna downplay and write off the term grifter because it's a term he's tired of seeing. Wonder why he's tired of seeing it. But that doesn't mean you can just write it off like they don't exist. It's not hard to define the word grifter. Let's not overcomplicate it here.
I can approach the accusation of grifter from two different directions.
Right.
The first direction that I would approach it from is that being a grifter implies that you're doing something for profit.
Yeah.
I will tell you, as somebody who has gotten a lot of sponsors and things like that, is that being against certain types of representation in video games, even whenever it's done in a cynical, self-serving DEI way, is actually less profitable as a business model.
Asmongold, you're a millionaire, so you're probably a bit out of touch on certain things, but profit is profit. Yeah, these grifters may not get a Sony sponsorship after calling Wolverine a DEI woke slop game just because they don't like how Mystique looks, but that doesn't mean profits don't manifest in different ways. Because like you said, some of these creators and their fans get labeled as racist or sexist for some of the racist or sexist things they say. So when they gain an audience that feels like they're being seen by this creator who's really manufacturing things for them to be mad at, they support them the hardest, bro. What? These grifters will have die-hard fans, bro. Patreons, everything. It may not be the most profitable option, which is a dumb argument by itself. In pretty much every field, not everybody is going to go for the most profitable option anyway. It's just an avenue to make money online. They can make similar or more than they were making at a regular 9-to-5 by sitting back on their computer and pretending that gaming is under attack. And they're going to choose to do that every single time. Because it's fast, you can get a loyal fan base and consistent money. I mean, dog, even swearing in your videos puts you at risk to lose money, but people still do it even if it's a little bit less profitable than not swearing at all.
How is it grifting? Like, do you think that they don't have those opinions? Because grifting is whenever you're having opinions that you don't actually have. You're putting forward something that you think is a lie or that you know is inaccurate. That's not what's happening here.
That is what's happening here. I mean, how many people were crying on Twitter about Insomniac belittling their
Be gone, fuck!
Fans over a 2-emoji tweet. How many people claim to have knowledge of the Ghost of Yotei sales numbers being a complete flop simply because they don't like the actress, even though the game turned out to be a massive success? Yes.
It doesn't matter about the Ghost of Yotei being a massive success. They did get rid of a person who celebrated a death. A death go by the name of Charlie Kirk. I get what they're saying. I understand what they're saying. Like, I understand. Like, literally, I understand that. But see, no one likes Eric Ishii because what she represents and who she aligns herself with. That's one darn thing. So, like, I literally went to Black Friday sales on PlayStation Network, and I saw Ghost of Yotei on sale. They removed it by an hour later. And the reason why they removed it, I don't know the reason why they did. I was shocked. But it ain't like I was going to buy the game. But if anybody was like, yeah, I bought this game for you. Go ahead and give it a try out. What's the game like? You got to find out to see. It's a Ghost of Yotei. You're like, yeah, I'm not buying. I'm not playing it. But what's got you wasted your money? You want your money back? Yeah, you should get. If I can send you the gift back, get your money back. But I went, nope, not playing it. Yep, I don't care. I don't care if someone gave me all the money in the world. I'm not playing it. But nope. Nope. I will go back to playing Rise of the Ronin just before I even touch that. I'd rather not touch that. It's already bad enough I hear Eric Ishii's voice in Apex Legends. And now also in Mortal Kombat as the new Setor.
100% since the dawn of the internet. People get online and lie, exaggerate, or make up things to get mad at for profit. They fabricate reasons for easily manipulated people to be angry at for their own profit. And we know this. I don't know why you're trying to act like this is some crazy, never seen before thing. You really think people would lie on the internet for fame and money and spread things they don't believe? Yes! Have you and I been on the same internet? There's only one reason I can see you benefiting from pretending that grifting isn't a real thing, but that's neither here nor there. Now, we see this in a lot of places. Politics is one of the biggest ones. But gaming is among the absolute worst.
Yeah, people just use that word. Like, they don't even, like, you got to use a dictionary. You got to figure out what that word means.
Okay. I could say the exact same thing about how most of your fan base uses the term DEI. Most of them don't even know what the 3 letters stand for. Again, him trying to downplay the term grifter and say it's over.
But the 3-letter word stand for. Matter of fact, we're going to pause the video. I'm going to use my phone. All right, so I type in Google, it said DEI stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion, a framework used to create environments where difficult individuals are represented freely, fairly, and feel a sense of belonging. Diversity focuses on representation of all people. Equity involves promoting a fair treatment and equal access to opportunity, and inclusion ensures everyone feels welcome and supported value. That's what DEI stands for. But people like myself or many other people that's probably better than me, or thinks the certain particular way that's not the same as what guy, they would call DEI as slop.
overused, which it is, even though I gave a definition on screen and explained how these people fit into that definition. But okay, bro. And I know grifting isn't the same as rage bait, but when you start profiting off the rage bait by paying for a blue check mark, yeah, I'm not cool with that, man. Because besides YouTube, there's really only one platform that these people really like to congregate on. You go on Instagram. You heard him? He knows it. It's Twitter. He said it himself before I said it.
And the fact that he said it's Twitter, I'm not going to disagree with that. I actually agree, because everybody be on Twitter saying the outrageous stuff. Anyone know something funny about Twitter? I'm on there, as they would call it X now. I'm on there, and all I do is share out my content when I go live. That's it. So when people said this, people said that, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that, I'm on. You know, if like a fight break up, I don't stick around. That's how I first got it. Like recently, like last month, I saw someone got into a fight, got my job. Last thing I saw was the dude that I know that been working for a while, choking the wife out of somebody. And the only thing that came to my mind is get the F out. You know, if you heard that song, F this and I'm out. That's pretty much what I was doing. So back to the video.
TikTok, some shit like that. There's gonna be normal conversations being held.
What are you, on Instagram? Are you kidding me? Oh my God. I saw a clip of Adolf Hitler on a whale next to a dog. It had like 100,000.
Okay, I hear you on that. I'm not saying you won't see bullshit on Instagram. That's not what I'm saying. But your example is completely irrelevant. I'm saying on Twitter, X specifically, that's where the most grifters run wild. That's where they all come to congregate more than any other platform. You said it yourself before I even got to that. You already knew that I was gonna say Twitter before I said it, which proves my point. But obviously you can see some degenerate meme photo on any platform. And that's completely irrelevant because I'm talking about gaming discourse and how it changes between platforms. Just some normal people for the love of the game. Maybe
y'all seen that one?
Some shit like that. Everything changes when you open twitter.com. I'm not calling that shit X, gang.
Come on. Well, the reason why you gotta be honest about this is that,
tell me.
The reason why Twitter has these conversations and places like TikTok don't, is because TikTok gets people banned for having the conversations.
Wait a minute. TikTok absolutely has these conversations though. It's not as many grift.
Yeah, but TikTok got some new rules. So if people getting banned off of TikTok for certain darn things, it's because TikTok got new rules. They can have these conversations, but TikTok have these rules. For me, I don't be on TikTok. All the time you see me being on TikTok is probably because regarding to people I know, or me uploading a video to TikTok. That's all you see me do. Because when it comes to drama, so you know when people attack, I still retaliate, but half the damn time I'm literally going to like. I mean, I could say this.
Shut up, bitch!
Because when a gang of people attack you and everything, and you don't want to respond, you know. If they tell like, hey, you might just hold the L. All right, cool. I ain't got no problem with that. Because if the more you continue to talk trash, how much time you going to continue to waste talking trash to me day after day, week after week, month after month? I don't know. That's all I gotta say. That's the reason why I don't like drama. Waste it just you can have the energy for it, but then again, I'm trying to be at a peaceful mindset, so. Good.
On TikTok, but there's absolutely conversations being held about gaming on TikTok.
I've been talking so much. I only got 7 minutes into the video. Let me just stop. I'm going to continue to be pausing, but you will get one. Y'all should understand when I'm going with this.
Really go and act like it's some kind of accomplishment that, or some sort of unique problem that like Twitter has. The only reason why you're not seeing more people saying things that you disagree with is that it's illegal and not illegal, but it's against the rules to disagree with you.
Oh, what the fuck? Are we dead ass serious? Bro said it's against the rules on TikTok to disagree about gaming. Dog.
What? What the fuck?
Then It is against the rules to disagree with people on TikTok about gaming.
What? What the fuck? Ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Majority of the people who play video games, and if you disagree with somebody or Scarlett on TikTok, you will end up getting a ban. I don't remember this guy's name. I remember this guy that attacked Jay the Concept. Thought about I should never let him cook something. He did, but Jay the Concept tapped back. He already know about this guy and everything. I think dude's still up on that TikTok doing his stuff. And the fact that he holding his mic on his CD and talking like this, I'm like, what's wrong? You can't get a mic like this or something? Can't get a mic like that? First guy, Tony, the majority of everybody who makes content or streams has a mic near their mouth, not holding it through a CD. I guess you just try to be different and unique among like everybody else. I get it. So if that's what you're trying to do, I understand. But to me, it shows me that you're lazy as fuck.
What are you talking about? Clips of you saying the same shit I'm talking about are on TikTok. You literally can't make this shit up, bro. What are you talking about? I will acknowledge all day long, yes. TikTok is a bit more restrictive on what you can and can't say, especially when it comes to controversial topics. But you can absolutely still have all the same conversations and debates about wokeism and DEI and games and shit. Absolutely you can. I talk about this shit on TikTok all the time. I've literally disagreed with you on there. Come on, bro. This isn't even the first time you've reacted to my content. You reacted to me shitting on Star Wars Outlaws when it came out. You hear that, Asmongold fans? I don't like Star Wars Outlaws either. If TikTok was some positive only, no debate ass app, I would have never been able to make those videos. It's definitely a bit more restrictive, but nowhere near to the extent that he's trying to say.
That's the big problem, is that on every platform that is an open forum for discussion, the ideas that these other people are putting forward are overwhelmingly popular to the extent that even by his own admission, the video game companies capitulate to them.
Whoa! Another case of him putting words in my mouth. We're only 4 minutes in. Me being frustrated at grifters for ruining productive conversations in gaming is not me admitting that there's been a change in gaming from these people. I never once admitted that these ideas were so popular that games are being forced to change. I said grifters have a detrimental effect on gaming. Not so much at the studio level, but at the conversational level. You really gotta step out the echo chamber if you think someone like me, a dude who just wants to play a good game, is tired of games being boiled down to a label like Gooner Game or DEI garbage before they even come out, someone who prefers to judge the game on stuff that actually matters instead of throwing a hate brigade on the game because I don't like one of the character designs that much. You're trying to paint me to be way worse than it actually is to aid your argument. I'm thinking there's probably a few more people out there like me than you care to realize. Should have never allowed people to get paid from engagement on their tweets on Twitter.
I agree with that, to be fair.
Oh, you agree? That shit has been the most detrimental thing to... Why does he agree? Society since crack hit in the 80s. And then to add fuel to the...
Actually, I mean, I'm okay with it, but like they need to have a better approval process because too many people use it badly.
Oh, interesting. Too many people use it badly. What do you mean by that, Asmongold? You're not saying that people would pay for a blue check mark on Twitter to get paid for tweeting and then abuse it by engagement farming and rage baiting to earn money? You mean you don't like that either? Man, if only there was a word for that. You cannot make this shit up, dude. 5 seconds ago, bro was acting like grifting was a foreign concept to him. Now he's like, yeah, too many people abuse getting paid for tweets on X. Bro, at least keep your own logic consistent. My God. All right, we got this whole rage bait culture going on now. Because you can say some shit that you know is completely false and then turn around and hide behind. That's bro, true. You fell for the rage bait. Let me give you guys a couple examples of what we're talking about here. Take the Wolverine game coming out for PlayStation 5. You guys remember the Wolverine reveal just a couple of weeks ago, right? Showed Wolverine, Mystique, the combat, some of the story, the graphics look good. I mean, shit. Yup.
Mistake. What about it?
It ain't good enough for these losers. Do my ears deceive me? Did y'all hear him say that?
Mistake. What about it?
It's Mystique. What about it? I'ma remember you said that, bro. For a group of people that can't even stand it when a woman is a lead character in the game, you would think that a Wolverine video game would be their cup of tea. You think that'd be exactly what they need. Nah, bro. They're mad about the woman that is in the game. These people are mad that the X-Man Mystique, the blue shape-shifting mutant, is not sexy enough for them. Okay.
Exactly.
What?
Somebody wants a hot bitch in their game. What's the problem with that?
Asmongold, did a brick hit your head in the last 30 seconds and I missed it or something? You literally just went back to your default settings, bro. You proved my point. 5 seconds ago, you yourself said, that's Mystique. What's the issue? Which I agree with. Now you're saying, well, why shouldn't we want hot girls in games? Who says we can't have that? Why is that bad? Who made you decide that? I never said that.
Tony, you probably never said that, but in that video, you mentioned the actors that play Mystique, but you didn't mention that one comic book of Mystique. In every part of comic book of Mystique, he had a body. Yeah, the game is not showing that. You didn't have to. It's literally there. It's there for a reason. You can type it in. You say, I like pancakes. And somebody will say, you hate waffles. No, bitch, that's a whole new sentence. What the F you talking about? Sorry.
Find one time in the original vid or this vid where I said we shouldn't want hot characters in games. You can't, because I didn't say that, and that's not my argument. All I'm saying is it's absolutely ridiculous to completely write a game off and call it DEI slop simply because a side character's design isn't your favorite. And clearly it's doing its job. It looks like Mystique enough for even you to be like, that's Mystique. What's the issue? But you can't help yourself, can you? You immediately made up an imaginary issue to get mad at. You're fighting ghosts, bro. You don't even realize you do.
Yeah, I think Tony's living under a rock. You're not understanding it. You didn't have to say it. If you're gonna make a game based on characters from a comic book, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Cyclops, Thor, Black Panther, the list carries on. Okay? These characters exist. Before that leftist crap came knocking. Okay? They designed Mystique to look hideous. I'm sorry. They designed Mystique to look hideous. Okay? That's not one time that Mystique looked hideous in the comic book. Okay, it speaks for itself. We see that, and that's the reason why people call it DEI Mystique. Mystique needs justice. This is what they designed her in that game. That's the reason why I'm not optimistic with the Wolverine game. I like the gameplay. That is 100% thing I like. I like the gameplay. 100%. But is I'm going to buy it? Probably not. Yeah, I ain't buy Spider-Man 2. I told myself I was gonna wait until that game go on sale. That game been on sale more than 3 damn times. I lost count. I don't even want the game no more. Because let's see. That one optional mission where Miles help out a gay dude. No, I'm good. Flags, nope, I'm good. They still didn't listen to the fans. We want to play with Spider-Man, not play with side characters that don't got powers. And MJ is questionable. Like, questionable. Like, when I saw Black Cat in the gang, and I looked at the question. Black Cat in the gang, oh yeah, she's a lesbian. So fucking what? She got a body that said, hi, how you doing? The body will talk. If you see that, I'm like, yeah. Yeah. You see, when we look at MJ, we looking like,
ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
Because anybody that want to mess with MJ in Spider-Man 2, the video game, and signing in Spider-Man 2, Yeah, I'm assuming you're gonna do that scene from Scary Movie 2 where Shorty put that bag on that girl's head. That's the probably thing I'm gonna think y'all might end up doing. And if y'all do that, y'all wrong. But hey, that's on y'all. Me, I just play that sound effect. And
it too because it's your default setting. And now you've got your audience of poor souls rallying talking about some, yeah, we should be able to have hot girls in games. Fuck what that guy's talking about. Why shouldn't we be able to? Nobody said that. And this is a prime example in real time how that type of disingenuousness doesn't help gaming at all. You're putting words in my mouth and getting mad at me for things I never said. And I think you do it on purpose because you know there's truth to what I'm saying, but you can't even acknowledge it because you have to die on your hill. You know what I'm bringing up is real, so you pivot to a whole different argument. And that argument is a good separate argument. There should be allowed to be hot girls in games. Nobody's saying there shouldn't be. But that's still a different argument because no one said there shouldn't be. Goalpost shifting like you wouldn't believe.
Who decided that's a bad thing?
Not me.
Who decided that's something that you're not supposed to say?
Not me. You're fighting ghosts, bro.
And like, yeah, who decided this? That's her Mystique. Yeah, it's her appeal. Yeah, I remember back in the day, bro, Mystique was hot as fuck. Mystique and Rogue were hot as hell.
But she looks good in the game. How much hotter do we gotta make her?
I'm about to stop watching this video. He said, let's rewind back what let me just rewind back what this man just said.
Not me. You're fighting ghosts, bro.
And like, yeah, who decided this? That's her Mystique. Yeah, it's her appeal. Yeah, I remember back in the day, bro, Mystique was hot as fuck. Mystique and Rogue were hot as hell.
But she looks good in the game.
What? She looks good in the game. What? She looks good in the game. Okay, that Mystique right there, banging. This Mystique, banging. That Mystique, banging. This, no. What's up? I don't know. She looks good. Even this version of her in X-Men Origins, she got a body. Okay, this is the body. That one you can't even see the rest of it. That got a body. This got a body. Okay? This what we looking for. Okay? These designs of how that game is designing Mystique, that's just decent looking. But see that? You see this right over here where I got my mouse at? Flat ass, no. It's like barely an ass, no chest. Okay? Now, to make sure they represent it, take that away. You see what I'm looking at? The body's talking. The body is talking. The body is talking. The body is talking. Do I need to say any more on this? This motherfucker said, let me hear it one more time. One more time.
at. You're fighting ghosts, bro. You don't even realize you do it too because it's your default setting. And now you've got your audience of poor souls rallying talking about some, yeah, we should be able to have hot girls in games. Fuck what that guy's talking about. Why shouldn't we be able to? Nobody said that. And this is a prime example in real time how that type of disingenuousness doesn't help gaming at all. You're putting words in my mouth and getting mad at me for things I never said. And I think you do it on purpose because you know there's truth to what I'm saying, but you can't even acknowledge it because you have to die on your hill. You know what I'm bringing up is real, so you pivot to a whole different argument. And that argument is a good separate argument. There should be allowed to be hot girls in games. Nobody's saying there shouldn't be. But that's still a different argument because no one said there shouldn't be. Goalpost shifting like you wouldn't believe.
Who decided that's a bad thing?
Not me.
Who decided that's something that you're not supposed to say?
Not me. You're fighting ghosts,
yeah,
bro.
And like, yeah, who decided this? That's her Mystique. Yeah, it's her appeal. Yeah, I remember back in the day, bro, Mystique was hot as fuck. Mystique and Rogue were hot as hell.
But she looks good in the game. How much hotter?
My brain hurts. So not for hearing this something one more time. My brain hurt. He said, but she looks good in the game. She looks good in the game. I looked up, y'all saw me looked up comic books of Mystique. Okay? That's what we wanted to see in the game. That's not what we seeing. We seeing an artist that was from Concord that drew Divergent Mystique. And if you're not worried, I guess not. Oh, she gotta look good though for you to buy the game. No, that's the point. Is like that they're not showing the proper respect of Mystique. Look at the comic books of Mystique. Okay? That's what I'm trying to see. That's what needs to be in there. Okay? People still gonna buy the game. I ain't got no problem with that. But for me, Mystique gotta be hot. I'm gonna let because if I still buy the game, I don't know. I'm already questioning about how freaking Jean Grey gonna look like in the game. Cause yeah, she's in the game. I'm already questioning. And if Jean Grey looks hideous, I'm not buying the game. And the reason why I'm not buying the game, because they literally treating my female favorite mutant characters in the X-Men very wrong. And by them doing that, I can't traffic the idea of playing that game. I will have to go to a friend's house and sit there and watch it and play from start to finish. Because if he asks me, like, you want to play? No. I'm good. Heck, he bought Spider-Man 2 and played that from start to finish. He did all the missions. He said he ain't like that game mission. I'm like, there's a lot of things I ain't liking in the game, but then you ain't see me gonna play it.
Do we gotta make her? She look good.
And also, here's the other thing, is that I guarantee you if she was more attractive, it'd sell more copies.
All right, bro.
It's undeniable that having attractive, appealing characters is better than having characters that are unattractive and unappealing.
Dude, sex sells. That's a fact. I can't argue that. I can't disagree with that. It's just the truth. You seem to think other people don't get that. That's not the case. Sex does sell, but does that mean I need to see big flopping mommy milkers on Mystique in the Wolverine game?
No, it's the point, the fact. Man, I'm getting a headache. I'm getting a headache and I'm getting sleepy. So I'm going to calm down and I'm going to say this the best way I possibly can with a calm voice. I'm a book. Mystique is one of the bad looking girls that I would even mess with. Video game Mystique from the Wolverine game and Insaniac. That's Dave Virgin. This is kind of a little bit disrespectful or a middle finger towards the comic book fans that love Mystique, let alone for the cosplayers who cosplay as Mystique. Okay. Their version versus the version that we got years ago and going forward. Okay. He does not look good in that game. But hey, they may change it. And they do good. Because if they don't, some people when they don't change it and people start to get upset and everything, well, all I can say is don't want that to happen. You might want to think about that.
You're telling me in this gritty-ass, realistic, mutant hunting world, Mystique should be the one character with an over-sexualized design? That just doesn't fit this game. I think she looks good, but more...
How about we just say change the artist? The artist who designed Mystique is from Concord. How about we get the artist that actually know how to draw Mystique? How about that? That the one that we would be like, okay, cool. We got a badass looking, fine ass Mystique. Okay, now ain't nobody trying to say big tatas or big butt and everything. We don't need all that. That's too extra. We talk about the comic book looking Mystique, okay? That's what we wanted to see. Not Concord Mystique. As they would say, DEI Mystique. I would say Concord Mystique because for what I know, the artist that drew out Mystique for this Wolverine game is literally from Concord. That's why I'm trying to say that. And plus, if you ain't living on the rock, Sweet Baby had their hand in the game. So
more importantly, I can tell that's Mystique. You could too, which means it's accurate to the source material and it fits the art direction of the game. I'm not saying make her butt ass ugly, but she just looks realistic for the game. She looks good.
I mean, that's why every gacha game has attractive characters.
Right.
That's why, and if you think that I'm wrong on this, go look at the characters that girls cosplay.
Okay.
Not only do men not like these characters, but women don't even like these characters. That's why they don't pretend to be these characters.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't go to gacha games for like a God of War level narrative type of story. Gacha games, bro, we're talking about hyper stylized games. The whole aesthetic of these games are the art style and the addictive gameplay loop. A more realistic game that's meant to feel more immersive won't follow that model. It'll just have people looking more realistic, not ugly. If Atsu from Ghost of Yote was some tiny waist, mommy milker, skimpy clothes ass wearing character, that doesn't even fit the aesthetic and identity the game is going for. So if that's what you want so bad, you should just play a game that fits more of what you're looking for instead of force your opinions onto every other game. Because some of the games have a
force your opinions on every other game. We are forcing your opinions on every other game.
What the fuck is your problem?
vision for what they want themselves to be. And it can be very hard to have both while still having immersion.
Now, they might dress up like Rouge or like Rogue or fucking Mystique, but not from the game like that.
Oh, dude. This Mystique is wearing like a combat uniform. She's undercover right now. We don't know what her full design will look like, so I don't even know why we're judging it off the 1-second clip she's in. Girls are hot, bro. They make costumes look hot. When I think of what I'm attracted to, I don't first think of ninjas, but I do see a bunch of sexy ninja girls on Halloween. I won't say that I completely don't get what you're saying, but someone choosing to cosplay a character they deem attractive doesn't mean a game like Wolverine will be bad or woke just because you don't like Mystique's design in that game. But we're getting way off topic here. DEI Mystique. What the hell does that even mean? It's at the point now they just throw around whatever buzzword they want to, bro. This shit makes no sense because, dog, the attractiveness of a character does not impact the gameplay at all.
Why make it ugly?
So you think they're intentionally making characters look ugly? This
we don't think, we see. We don't think. It's we see it. We see it in the trailer. We seen it in the trailer. Okay, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but if you see the trailer, we see it. You think, no, it's not what I think. It's what I saw. It's not what I think. Okay, they can change that. The game don't come out till next year. They can change that. Okay? But what we saw, it leads to what we think, though. However, I'm going about what I see. Oh, you think that they're gonna make it? I don't know. I don't work there, and if I did, I'd be trying to leave. There's something that comes in my mindset had nothing to do with their deeds, but right expose them, and I don't want to be a part of none of that. Anyway.
May shock you, but people do have different definitions for attractive. Of course, as a people, I think we have a general consensus on like attractive versus not, but like how far in attractiveness do you need a side character like Mystique to scale up to? Especially before she starts looking out of place art-wise. Beauty really must be in the eye of the beholder, because I ain't gonna lie.
She is very gorgeous to me.
If it doesn't matter, then why intentionally make it bad? Does it make sense?
Who says they're making it intentionally bad, though? I mean, and that's the thing, because 5 seconds ago, right? 5 seconds ago, you said...
I don't get him right by now. Tony. You said, who said? Nobody said that. What's guy? Who said that? I'm like, it's not been said, it's been shown. We already pointing fingers at the company for what we saw. Okay? Yeah, you can say, I'm gonna put it this way. I'm gonna go back with what the Bible said. And the Lord told us not to judge. I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay, back to the video.
Mystique's design is fine. It's normal. Now, 2 minutes later, you're saying, why would they intentionally make a character look bad? You just went.
I just said I was gonna leave it alone. He's not making it easy for me. Why do they think they make it intentionally look bad? Have you seen Spider-Man 2? I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about the video game. Have you seen it? Gameplay was great. Playing with Spider-Man, Bush guy, having that little thing like he's flying around. That was awesome. Yeah, all that was all great. Until we heard the dialogue when MJ got turned to screen. Heard that dialogue. This should be understanding. Okay, all right, cool. And then they got that thing off of. Like when she was screamed, I was like, all right, cool, keep her that way. I ain't saying no what the hell, right? So when they took that, so when they finally saved her from the West Sky and everything, I went from, damn it, they should have kept that on her, but now she's
brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
From that's Mystique, what's the issue, to why shouldn't we have hot girls in games, to claiming they're making characters ugly intentionally. Okay, Asmongold, yeah, you totally believe everything that's coming out of your mouth. We give a damn about the side characters' looks right now. On top of that, this shit is the most ironic thing.
The reason why, here's the reason why, I'll give an honest answer, is that
I
it's
love
a
it. Here we go.
mining canary.
Okay.
It's something that people have seen over and over with video games, that continuously uglify characters. They make them look weird. They give them uncertain genders. They look like androgynous characters rather than definitive male or female characters. A lot of these video games that have released have had a pattern of being horrible.
Link from Legend of Zelda was intentionally designed to look gender neutral, just so the character could be more relatable to more people. Literally confirmed by the people who designed the character. Is that too woke, Asmongold? Is that an example of DEI ruining games? Or was it just a creative decision that paid off massively, since Link and The Legend of Zelda are two of the most popular things in gaming? If Legend of Zelda dropped brand new today, y'all would be calling it woke slop. Right, okay.
Like the new Black Ops game, for example, you have obviously Avowed, you have Dragon Age,
bro,
you
what
have
the fuck are these
Assassin's Creed
examples?
Shadows, there's Star Wars Outlaws.
You know what? I'm done. He said what this man said what the F is the example. He just named a good chunk of games that look occupied and all that stuff. And he talk about what is the example. Where's your mind at, Tony? He's literally giving you a good primer example of games that been uglified. Where's your mind at, Tony? You literally said, what the F is the example? He gave you a good example. Dragon Age of Velgar is the best example of them all. Next prime example. Star Wars Outlaw. Another prime example. It ain't really woke, but it's a whole bunch of LBGT crap up in there. ACS. Assassin's Creed Shadow. Story stuff. You give me prime example. Prime example.
Like, there are so many different points on the graph that show that, you know, desexualizing characters and the games that do that have been tremendously unsuccessful, that now people have recognized a pattern.
Right.
And I think this pattern is very easy to understand. And
desexualizing implies that games are inherently supposed to be sexual. And I don't think that's fair to games. Star Wars Outlaws was hot ass, but I can tell that it was a woman main character. You couldn't? And the story is poorly written. It's a horrible game, but it's still Star Wars for the most part. I don't think it's disrespectful to the franchise. It just sucked ass. If everything in the game was the same and we just made the main character more attractive, this game would still be hot ass. Black Ops 7? Are we talking about her? She's not even the main character. Black Ops 7 was abysmal dog shit. I'm not going to lie. But it's not because of her, dog. She's barely in it. Assassin's Creed Shadows? Really? Shadows was a very mid game, but it's not because of these character designs. It also sold pretty well for an Assassin's Creed game. It wasn't a failure.
what happens is that those people, the reason why.
If it wasn't a failure, Tony, they stock market prices wouldn't be going down. Do you understand? It will be going down. Fans been asking for Assassin's Creed to take place in Japan. They did that, but they put a black character as a main antagonist, along a female ninja. Have 0 points about that. Besides, we want a male Japanese samurai. We didn't get that. Those diving down. All the bugs, as they normally did. Those diving down. Okay? We don't care about, oh, it was a success. Because if it was a success, Ubisoft's stock market price should be going up. It was going down. Do your research, Tony.
They do that is because they don't care about what the audience wants.
Okay.
They don't care about whether somebody likes this or not. They care about using this as a position to where they can push their worldview.
Isn't that what some people do too by writing off a whole game simply because it has a woman lead? How many people were saying Ghost of Woke as soon as they found out the main character was a woman this time? Some of these people even being fans.
That's an old argument. I was just saying that, Tomb Woke Raider. That don't even make sense.
Of Tsushima. So I could easily say they don't really care about games. They don't really care about variety and creative choice. They don't care about a different perspective. You want every game to be exactly like whatever your vision for it is. So what's really the difference here? I don't see you making a game with a bunch of bad bitches in it if that's what you want so bad.
Like that doesn't really respect the player, and they also don't respect the medium that they're making a game for.
Okay.
So really big surprise that a person who is just by categorical association disrespecting the source material and not creating content for their core audience.
Right.
Big surprise that you're going to have a larger group out of that sample size that is going to create bad products.
Here's my thing, right? If those games always fail, why are you so upset? You should want that. If they fail, they make no money and there's less chance of a game like that coming out again. Games with theming or politics you don't agree with will come out. They will always come out. And that one game coming out is not going to turn every other game woke. And if a game you consider woke slop does bad, fails, and loses money, great! That's what you want, right?
And even if you disagree, you just, all you have to do is look at the points on the graph.
He loves saying
That's a
that.
straight fucking line.
He loves saying
There's maybe
that.
one or two exceptions, But like, there's a million examples.
Yeah, I gotta disagree because most of the examples we use, they don't necessarily fit that.
I don't know really how you could say otherwise.
Because 50-50 is not the reason Black Ops 7 is ass. Trust me, I know I played the whole campaign. Avowed is like somewhere in the middle, not a success, but not a major flop. Dragon Age Veilguard definitely failed. But I don't think it's the characters, I just think it's the game. From what I can tell from actual
I'm not going to say nothing about Dragon Age Veilguard because I ain't never played a Dragon Age game a day in my life. So I'm not going to say nothing. Because if I did, it wasn't really player's choice. There was no way that you could be negative with choices in the game. So that's what I'd say about Dragon Age Veilguard. It ain't just the game. Some of the characters just been tampered with, and now people are like, The biggest one is Tosh. And when I heard the word non-binary, yeah, I'm not confused. Yes, you are. I'm nor a man nor a woman. Then what are you? Non-binary. No. You're confused. The best way to instead of calling yourself non-binary, just say you bisexual. Like, that's what it was before.
criticism, the writing was the worst part about Dragon Age Veilguard. Same thing with Star Wars Outlaws. Not necessarily a character design issue. The game's just ass. The gameplay is not fun. The story is not well written. It's not a well put together game in my opinion. I think you're definitely oversimplifying it to fit that agenda. Any creative has to balance what they want to make with what they think others will enjoy. Sometimes it doesn't line up. Gaming will be okay. But okay, cool. They don't like Mystique.
It sounds
whatever.
okay.
DEI Mystique.
Yeah, sure.
They love manly men in their video games, right? So Wolverine at the very least being the main character and the main focus about this game, that should be enough for them to not be complaining too much.
Sure. Unhinged emotional meltdown of Insomniac Wolverine fanboys is priceless. We're gonna have a fun year. This is Wolverine, Wokeverine for the modern Pedro Pascal.
You know what? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It's an issue when it comes to all the stuff. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. We should even be bickering, arguing among ourselves about certain things. But Tony, sometimes you gotta do your research. Yeah, nobody said it, but if we holding a company accountable for the stuff they doing, okay, we holding a company accountable. All they could do is name call us, talk about it's our fault for not making that game a hit, a success. Well, we don't have nothing to do with it because they just put it plain and simple. Y'all have the money, y'all did this to the games, and here we are.
Audience, non-binary. I don't even know what it is.
You don't even know what it is?
Like, I mean, it looks fine to me.
It looks fine to him. You heard it here.
Like, I mean, it looks fine to me. I don't even know why they're mad.
I don't even know why they're mad. Yeah, you heard him. This Wolverine is a soy boy to them. This Wolverine.
The trouble just has a way of finding me.
Isn't Wolverine enough for these people? Dog, it gets to it. What are we talking about? I'm watching this man turn people into Anakin Skywalker, bro. Leaping at people with max ferocity. Yeah. This man is about homicide
Looks
right
good.
now. And it's not enough for y'all. This is ass. This is ass to y'all. Like, it gets to a point where I really wonder, what is it that y'all want from these games? They are just committed to the grift, bro. It's insane. Remember?
Well, I mean, really, if they're so committed to the grift, you should at least explain what it is. Like, I mean, there's probably a reason why they said that. He didn't even explain why they said that.
What? I'll let you finish before I say anything.
He didn't even explain why they said that. All he did really was like go and show a tweet of a person saying it was woke or bad. He didn't even show why they think that or anything. He didn't even present their argument.
Right.
He didn't even make a counter argument against what they said.
Right. Okay. Asmongold. What are you talking about? Are you actually thinking about the words you're saying, or are you just yapping on autopilot? The whole video you're watching is about why people like him say what he said. It's my whole point. You really said, I didn't even explain.
He didn't even show why they think that or anything. He didn't even present their argument.
Money! The answer is money, bro. What do you mean? That's what I've been saying. You're talking about I didn't explain the tweet's argument. I don't think he has an argument. I think he's bullshitting for engagement. I've said that. And even if I didn't say that, since when is it down to me to explain his argument? Like, what the fuck are you talking about right now, dude? They didn't explain why they think it's bad. They didn't produce their argument. It doesn't fall on me to do that, and I don't think there is an argument. That's the point I think you're missing. He just said something to try and piss people off and start a hate campaign against Wolverine. My counter argument that you said I didn't have, even though I just don't think you've been listening, is that what he's saying is complete nonsense. How do I explain his argument when you yourself said you don't even know what that guy's complaining about?
Like, I mean, it looks fine to me. I don't even know why they're mad.
You don't even see the issue, which means you and I agree. But somehow it falls on me to explain his argument. That makes no sense.
Who said that? Also, like, yeah, one guy said that. I don't even know. Like, as far as I know, nobody really thinks that except for like maybe a few people on Twitter.
There's people in your chat right now saying the same shit. You can't make this up, bro. Yes, I used him as my main example for the point I was trying to make right there. That's not crazy. And his tweet is important because if grifting culture wasn't as prevalent as it is right now, I don't think this guy would have tweeted this shit at all. Cause like you said, what the hell's he even talking about? That's just the one tweet I chose to use. And again, it's how grifting culture encourages this type of bullshit anyway. Just listen to a clip of one of my favorite grifters, the wonderful
Let's get it.
Let me just play you a quick clip of something she said recently. My favorite.
One thing that I thought was really weird about this trailer that I had said while I was live streaming the State of Play is the fact that 90% of the enemies that Wolverine is beating up are minorities.
If he doesn't say anything about this, you already know.
So I just have a very sneaking suspicion that it's going to be about his white privilege and him coming to terms with that and him trying to become a better man.
Jesus.
I just have a feeling that that is not a coincidence.
Oh, Vara. Come on.
Yeah, it could be a reach. Sure.
Thank you! Thank you, Asmongold. I appreciate you, gang. She's on a ladder reaching for the stars, brother. My sweet, sweet angel. Are you smoking crack? This is how you know these people don't play or care about the games they're talking about at all. They just want to monetize off of your outrage. Why does it look like Wolverine's fighting a lot of minorities in the Wolverine game trailer? I don't know, man. Could it be that...
I could...
I'll play a little more, then I'm gonna go to bed. I can't with these people no more.
Wolverine, storm, mistress of the... A mighty evil is waging war across the cosmos. Annihilus has emerged.
Perfect cover for a bank job.
Don't need the old spider sense to figure out there's trouble downtown.
Watch out, these bugs have been sent by Annihilus himself.
True power. Mystery Bolt.
Riding Slash.
Even a goddess needs to eat.
You twerps can't handle her.
Hey, come on! There's enough dough to go around for everyone!
Try harder next time. It don't taste bad.
Feel true power. Under strike. You are facing a goddess. Chain lightning. Focus is built.
I can't get away from these freaks.
Why are they chasing Beetle? They want the name of his tailor?
The troopers think he's one of them, betraying the hive mind.
No. Beetle's a crook. We have to help him.
Be gone! Even a goddess needs to eat. You are facing a goddess.
Yeah! It don't taste bad.
Oh, come on. You can have my share of the loot. No, don't! Please! Life threatens. Love will fall for a nihilist.
Need to focus my mind.
Life threatens.
Never thought I'd miss that sparkling Beetle repartee.
He's under a nihilist's control. Fate wars to death.
Glacial gale.
Need to focus.
Feel true power.
Best at what I do, and what I do ain't pretty.
I gotta change my costume.
Detected. All must fall to an nihilist.
This'll bucket up olds learn new tunes.
Let us drown out his hymns of hatred. Lightning shall make short work of the sentinels.
I can sense mutants here. Make sure to check the cells.
Upper chop. Next time, try harder. Need to focus.
goddess needs to eat.
Special delivery. Since when do Sentinels have pilots?
A mystery indeed.
You now face the wrath of the Wolverine.
Let's go.
The prisoners are now safe. They've mentioned other mutants being kidnapped by Sentinels to some other location.
These punks don't have the brains for this type of outfit.
Whoever it is, they'll have to face the wrath of the element. Even a goddess needs to eat. Be gone! You are facing a goddess!
Slice and dice. Give them hell, Aurora.
You are facing a goddess!
It don't taste bad. It's one of these AIM bucketheads.
Annihilus must live.
You twerk can, that'll hurt.
Blistering bolt! You are facing a goddess! Cut in, Logan!
All right, I'm about to go to sleep because it's 2:17 in the morning and I need to get some rest. So I'll see y'all later in the morning on what's good. I'm gonna put it at the time step around the time I start talking about Tony Sentinel's react video about ads ago. And then I'm gonna put a time start when I came back to the game. So be on the lookout for that. In the meantime, I'm going to sleep. I'll see you guys another time. Peace out.